Hey, what is going on, guys? Octo9 here, and today we're going to be doing the my top 5 favorite zombies maps in any game. So some maps might be tied for a position. Some maps might not. But yeah, I'm not going to be having gameplay of the maps because some of the maps, for some reason, the gameplay wasn't recording. And I would have to use gameplay that I've already made because I can't just record on PlayStation. I guess I could, but I'm not going to. So, yeah, we're going to be jumping right into this. This game is actually Burnout Paradise. If you wanted to play it, Burnout Paradise Remastered. It's a very fun game. I do suggest it. But yes, on to the number 5 map. My fifth favorite map is going to go to Shadows of Evil. It's a good map. It's not the best. It's not my favorite map. It's not my least favorite map. I like it. I like I like how it added in the Apothicon Servant, the sword, and I like the Marquis. I think that all of those things make the map perfectly balanced. But I do think it's pretty easy when you get to about round 40 or so. It gets a lot easier than all the other maps, except for Revelations, of course. But now on to number 4. Number 4 is Buried. Black Ops 2 Zombies, Buried. I like Leroy. I do not like the bank. I like the witch's house and the holes next to the Pack-a-Punch, so you have to be careful. And I like how you have to do other things to survive the Pack-a-Punch. I like the PhD part where you have to get the perma PhD thing. And yeah, I liked how it introduced the Ray Gun Mark II. Yeah, I liked that. I liked everything about it. Almost everything about it, but it had a couple things I didn't like, such as Paralyzer. I didn't like the Paralyzer. I did not like the what did I just say? I'm so stupid. I did not like the Paralyzer. I did not like the bank. I did not like the chalk. So those are the 3 things I don't like. That's why it is not any place higher. And that's also why it's not any place lower, because it doesn't have more things that I don't like about it. Now on to number 3. I'm giving number 3 up to Classified/5. They're basically the same map. They have the same wonder weapons. They both have the ray gun, and they both have the ice gun. And I like the ice gun. I think it's a really good addition to the game. I don't think it's the best addition, but I do think it's a good addition. I like that it's added in, and I like that it is in Classified, but I just like Classified a little bit better. It's a tiny difference because the way that you make the way that you get Pack-a-Punch is different, and that's like the only thing different. So that's why I like Classified a little bit better. And yeah, Classified, and also has the supers like the RBLB or R1L1. Has those, like you can actually get a good death machine in Classified, but you can't in 5. So I like Classified a little bit better, but they're gonna tie at the same spot because they're basically the same map. That's like me putting That's like me putting Black Ops 3 Origins above Black Ops 2 Origins, for example. I wouldn't do that. Speaking of Origins, at my number 2 spot is going to be Origins. Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 2 Origins. Though I do like Black Ops 2 a tiny bit better, I'm not going to put it an entire place above, like I just said. But yeah, I love Origins. I like the Panzer slot. I like the Panzer slot, is what it was called. I don't know what I said before. I'm pretty sure I said that. But I liked the staffs. I loved the staffs, actually. They were a great addition. So I loved the staffs. I love the Easter egg. I love the Easter egg. I love that you can upgrade the staffs without actually pack punching them. I like the way that you get the staffs, not just the weapons themselves. I love like everything about it. That's why it gets the number 2 spot. Before we go on to the number 1 spot, we have a couple honorable mentions. A couple meaning 2, because that's how many a couple is. The first honorable mention, I'm sorry that I gotta do this, but it's Revelations. Revelations, it's fun because it's easy, but it's not good enough to be on the top 5 spot. There's not anything that I like a lot about it. I do not like that you can just get the Apothicon Serum from the box, because then it makes people want to just box, and and especially playing online. You guys do not want to play online on Revelations, because all anyone will do is just box. No one wants to even like. No one normally in some maps like Origins, people will ask if they can do the Easter egg. Not everyone, but every once in a while someone will say that. No one ever wants to do the Easter egg on Revelations, and no one ever actually tries to open doors. So that's why I don't like the Apothicon Servant being from the box, and the Thunder Gun, and the Lornies, and Ragnaroks. Like, Ragnaroks were hard to make in Rise and Drac. They were pretty tough. I get that you could just you could just look up a YouTube video, but even some of the steps are pretty hard. But yeah, I think now my second honorable mention is the Rise and Drac. I really like the Rise and Drac, actually. I just don't like how all the bows are so easy to make. The first bow is so easy to make. You could make this bow by round 4. I understand that you could make the ice step by round 4, but this relies on a lot of luck and just a lot of skill also. It does not take too much skill to get the first bow on round 4. So basically, people are like, yes, I did it. I got the ice step on round 4. Yes, it's because it's a pretty tough thing to do. But just getting the first bow on round 4 is easy. It's, yeah, okay, yeah, cool, I got it on round 4. But with the first bow, it's basically a copy of Origins, with the bows and everything. And I think it's pretty cool, but I do not think it is worthy of anything in the top 5. Now on to number 1, the best map. There are 2, in my opinion, 2 that are tied for the number 1 spot. The first one happens to be Der Riese. Not the giant. I get that's what it means. I get Der Riese, or I mean the giant is Der Riese in German. The giant is not the same in Black Ops 3. I guess I'm kind of being a hypocrite from what I said earlier. I'm not placing it a lower spot, but I'm just saying I prefer Der Riese. Normally I prefer the originals rather than the remakes, except for the case with 5 and Classified. But yeah, because Classified is not really a remake. It's kind of a remake, I guess. But yeah, the Der Riese is an awesome. I love Der Riese. I had played this from like the day, like the day that I was born. Not like actually the day, but I played this game for a really, really long time. So, there's the nostalgia factor that makes me like it. I guess it's kind of being biased. No, this is not being biased at all. It's what I think is best. Okay. So, yeah, I am giving the number 1 spot to Der Riese and a tie with Mob of the Dead. Mob of the Dead, just think about this. It's a zombies map in Alcatraz. It's so sick. So sick. And yeah, I just love everything about it. I love the afterlife. I love. Okay, here I'll start naming everything I love about it. I love the afterlife. I love the wonder weapon. I love the death machine. I love the Easter egg. I love the pack-a-punch. I love the plane. Is that enough for you? Oh, sorry. I love the tomahawk. I love the dogs. I love. Is that enough? It should be. I love the brood. I love everything, but so do I with Doris. So I could not choose which one that gets the number one spot. So I'm giving a tie the number one spot. But yeah, those are my top 5 favorite zombies maps. If you disagree, tell me what you think in the comment section below and why you think that. And I hope you enjoy, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. Peace.